What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking for a new adventure with your friends and family, then you're in the right place. We have an awesome campaign for you today. The ultimate Minecraft Multiplayer Gauntlet has arrived. A challenge that is going to require players to raise the stakes higher than ever before as they face off in a crazy race of wits, skill, and pure survival instincts. So how does this work, you might be asking? I'll break it down for you. Every week, each player in our clan has to come up with their own campaign for the rest of the players in the server to participate in. This keeps the players on their toes and gives an extra dimension to the game. So it was my turn to come up with a campaign, and I decided everyone needed to stretch their legs and run through some sort of obstacle course. Enter the Minecraft Gauntlet Challenge. Players will need to fight their way past deadly mobs, navigate a maze filled with surprises, get past an obstacle course, and finish off by running through a deadly cave. In this video, we've got an insane lineup of players that have minimal skill and even less knowledge, so don't expect big things from them. I would say they need to bring their A game to the table to beat the gauntlet, but, well, yes, that might be too much to ask for. Who will rise up to the top? Who will crumble under pressure? And who will be crowned the Minecraft Gauntlet Champion? Before we get into this madness, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you never miss out on any of our chaotic Minecraft adventures. Alright, enough talking, let's get into it.
Let's start the fun begins. I agree, bad idea.
Let's play the floor is lava game! I'm melting! I'm melting!
Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. Kevlar bi-weave, reinforced joints.
Tear resistant.
This sucker will stop a knife.
Bulletproof.
Anything but a straight shot.
Why didn't they put it into production?
Bean counters didn't think a soldier's life was worth 300 grand. So, what's your interest in it, Mr. Wayne?
I want to borrow it for spelunking.
Spelunking.
Yeah, you know, cave diving.
You expecting to run into much gunfire in these caves?
Still alive.
Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva, Om Nam Shiva. बलि चढ़ा दो बलि चढ़ा दो
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, to the Gauntlet. Our players are en route from the security of their homes to their starting blocks. A reminder that the player with the best time wins.
One does not simply walk into them.
Wise words there by Vectors, but exactly that. Players are required to row their way to the start, where they'll be faced with the decision on what colour block to choose. Each colour block will correspond to a door where each player will start. Different starting positions do have some advantages, while others have disadvantages. Hopefully our players can eventually find their own rooms.
Hey, go away. You're not 5. I'm pale. Oh, you are. This is Jerry.
Once that's sorted, they will then be required to set their spawn and get rid of all their gear, which is replaced with a wooden sword and one loaf of bread. With players all in their starting blocks, we're ready to begin. And they're off! Their first challenge will be up against the infamous chicken jockey. Oh! Down goes Silver Beef.
Oh, I'm on fire.
If players are able to defeat the chicken jockey, they might notice a chest above them where they can pick up a shield, which will help them later. Our players are now making their way to the floor of lava. Now, based on their starting block, each player will have a different route to take. You might notice that there's a barrel out there just as they get out. In here is some much needed supplies and rewards that they can pick up. Looking at our players, we can see that Victrix and Silverbeef are having issues crossing the lava room, as we also see Dizzy Wizzy going down to the next mob that our contestants have to face. So in the next room, players face off against Piglin with a chest on the floor filled with armor. Now remember, there was a gold sword in the lava room in that barrel. So if you know your Minecraft, if you are carrying a gold item or armor, then Piglins don't attack you unless you attack them. So we see that Inferno is able to grab the sword and search his chest without attention from the Piglin. If you open the chest without a sword, like the others are doing right now, then you're looking for a world of hurt. Of course, you could also be like Dizzy Wizzy, where you just attack everything on sight. Once players get past the Piglin room, they will reach their first checkpoint where they can resupply and set their spawn point. They're going to need to do this, as next up is a pretty daunting maze. Players will have to navigate their way through the maze, facing off against different challenges while being able to pick up items that will help them in battle, some items that are meaningless, and some items that will help them only back home. You can see that Victrix is struggling to navigate in the early stages. Well, it looks like we have some bonus content that's entered the maze, as a trader has appeared. This serves as a reminder that no matter how prepared your challenge might be when it comes to Minecraft survival, you just can't plan for things like an alpaca blocking your route to glory. Oh, and down goes Dizzy Wizzy as he tries to make his way across the lava pit. Players will have to use the ladders on the walls to make their way across here to get an easier route to the finish line. Now there is a trick here. If you go on the left hand side where Silverbeef, you are actually going to come up against a door that you'll have to open to get past. So you actually want to go on the other side for an easier route.
No! I'm watching you die.
And as we see it, Silverbeast getting to the end there and then panicking when met with a door, as Victrix will look to press advantage now while both Dizzy Wizzy and Silverbeast return to the first checkpoint. Oh no! We see Inferno going down for the first time, and he's going to lose everything in the lava there. It looks like he had been able to pull together a lot of items, so that death is definitely going to hurt him there. Coming back to Victrix, so it looks like she was able to succeed where Dizzy Wizzy and Silverbeef couldn't. Now, you want to have a calm head here and work your way to the next section. Or you could panic and run into the first door you see. This is not going to work in her favor. Contestants are actually faced with three choices here: a corridor filled with mobs, an obstacle course, or door number 3, a maze filled with sheep. So really, you want to be going through door 2 and 3, and not number 1 like Victrix has done yet. She's come up against Piglet. Oh no! A moment of pure panic, and she's down again after such a good start. Now, as we watch Dizzy Wizzy get chased by a pack of spiders. No wait, that's not right. A web of spiders? A group of spiders? What's a collection of spiders called again? Someone drop an answer in the comments if you know. But yes, going back to the challenge at hand, players are going to want to avoid dying, as with every death, they're adding on 10 seconds to their time. There's also a price for the least amount of deaths, so there's another incentive to try and stay alive. But as we watch our players, it seems like staying alive is proving to be difficult. Between the spiders and the alpacas, it looks like Dizzy Wizzy is not having his smoothest journey through the maze. I don't know how, ladies and gentlemen, but Inferno has seemed to have found a shortcut and flown through the different challenges, and is coming up to the end of the maze. He's come up against a trial spawner filled with skeletons, and it seems to be bashing on it to show his displeasure. That seems to have angered the box as it spawns a couple sketties to defend itself. Inferno seems to make the right decision and flee the scene and exit the maze. Again, players will be faced with the decision to go for a second checkpoint and set their spawn, or take a shortcut and skip the next challenge. As Victoria falls from a high place and goes down yet again as the deaths start to rack up. As we return to the leading contender at the moment, Inferno has now checked in and is making his way through the obstacle course. This is just a bunch of redstone that is activating some pistons here, where he's going to have to try and work his way around these different obstacles here. Now, if he takes a tumble over there, there is lava right below, but he seems to be figuring it out, and he seems to be working his way around slowly over here. Building up a good lead over here as he needs to take a flying jump. He jumps, he makes it. And then he's going to take a little small tumble down into the pool below if he can figure it out. And he's off and he's on running. Now, once he makes his way into the mountain, he's then going to be faced with a couple of decisions about where to go. You can either go left and take a minecart and go straight to the next checkpoint, or you can actually work your way through the top tunnel there and actually fight off some withered skeletons if you're strong enough and grab some much needed armor, which you're going to need for the next section. Inferno's gone for the minecart option and makes his way down the cave towards the next checkpoint. Checking back into the maze, and this maze has got a lot of elements to it, so players are getting stuck in all sorts of places. Having a look where Silver Beef is over here, and he seems to be stuck in the underwater part of the section. Now, for all of you that are wondering about the underwater section here, I will be releasing another video showing you behind the scenes and the ideal routes to go through this maze, so be sure to check that out. Our Victrix seems to be getting acquainted with the lava. And this are really racking up here now between Victrix and Silver Beef. Oof, down goes Victrix again. Dizzy Wizzy in the meantime has also made his way into the vines and seems to have opted also for the minecart option. As Dizzy Wizzy makes his way through the caves, let's go check on our leader Inferno, who seems to have made his way all the way to the end, but seems to be a little bit lost here. All he needs to do is make his way up here, and then he can actually get into the final shaft and go for the win. It looks like we've got our winner, ladies and gentlemen. Inferno's rushing for it. He's going for it. He's going up the shaft. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Inferno comes in at an impressive time of 21:03. Obviously, we still need to add our final death to that, so we'll see how that goes.
Don't put me on fire.
Checking back in with... And it's turned into PvP as Victrix and Silver Beef try and make their way across the lava over there. And they're still struggling with the maze over there. Right at the beginning, death after death. They're really racking it up with 42 deaths just between the two of them there. As Silver Beef thinks he can make a flying leap, and he does. Unfortunately, they're still only about halfway through the maze over here. Ideally, they should have avoided that by actually going through the lava moat there, come around, go through the sheep, make their way across there, and you would have been safe instead of taking these flying leaps all the time. As Silver Beef encounters a spider, let's see what he can do with over here with just his bare hands. And Dizzy Wizzy's found his way through the caves and is coming down. And Dizzy Wizzy places second here with a time of 25:07 with 90 seconds still to add to that. Ooh, going back to the maze, it seems that Victrix and Silver Beef have stayed in the maze too long now, and we've got withered skeletons spawning in here. The longer you stay in the maze, the harder it gets, so you really want to get out of it sooner rather than later. Oh no, they are just not having fun with the lava over here. They thought that maybe placing a bed further in the maze could have helped them, but really, as we said, they actually need to go the other way around to avoid all these unnecessary deaths over here. As Victrix goes swimming in the lava yet again. And wait, now for something completely different, she does it again. It's a competition here between Victrix and Silver Beef as to who can die the most. As they go down again to the withered skeletons. Those two withered skeletons are causing huge problems. And it seems they've got past the withered skeletons now. And now they're looking to just jump their way across this little platform over here. All you have to do is jump from post to post and make your way to the end there. Which is appearing to be easier said than done. Well, we all know the saying, if first you don't succeed, try again. Well, Victrix and Silver Beef are definitely doing that today. Apparently posts is Victrix's nemesis. Little did we all know.
Oh my word. That's crazy.
Victrix and Silver Beef have made their way past the maze and are now taking on the obstacle course. Silver Beef is trying to figure it all out. He's trying to make up some lost time over here. Silver Beef is still looking for that number 3 spot there. There's so many deaths between the two of them, it could go either way. He's trying to make his way around here. He's doing a good job. He's trying to figure out the jump here. Yeah, no, you can't go around there. You're gonna have to go for it, and he does. Victrix too scared to jump. Trying to push Silver Beef in there, but eventually they go in.
Go, Victoria.
Oh no, I'm gonna go half alive.
It's following you.
Oh,
Joining the action in the caves over here, and it's absolute chaos. It's absolute chaos. Silver Beef and Victrix are coming up against skeletons, and there's only one winner today. It looks like Silver Beef has discovered that there actually are items to actually help you get through the cave. Let's see if this tactic helps him out this time round. It probably would have helped if he didn't get shot by the skeleton and fall 500 blocks there into his death. But, you know, here we go, round 2. Let's see how he can do. This looks more promising. No skeletons to shoot him, but oh no! Third time lucky, Silver Beef seems to have found his way through, and he is just gunning it. He's giving it everything. You can see this is a man that's tired of dying and just needs to get through here. He just wants to finish. He's pushing, he's going all the way. He's trying to figure out where to go. No, you need to come back this way, Here we go. And here comes Victrix. And Victrix is looking to finally join the party and finish this off. She's got company though here in the form of quite a few zombies. Let's see how she navigates this. We'll wait for her here. But no, apparently returning to the top seems to be the plan of action here. Oh no, she's covered in arrows. Oh no, we're gonna go die again here. And Victrix seems to just give up there, and she'll take another L. You know, hats off to Victrix. She made her way through. She did it by herself. She got all the way, and she's come in at a time of 56:11. Looking at the final leaderboard here, we've got Inferno here with only 5 deaths, which gives him a time of 21 minutes 53 seconds. Dizzy Wizzy with 9 deaths gives him a time of 26 minutes 27 seconds. Silver Beef racked up 28 deaths, which pushed his time to 52 minutes 16 seconds. While Victrix didn't have the best time there in the caves, she racked up 32 deaths, giving her a time of 1 hour, 1 minute and 37 seconds. Room for improvement is what we'll say to that. But well done to all the players for coming and participating. They really did well. Now just remember everybody, this is a bunch of everyday players. So anything that you saw today, you could go and build yourself and probably do a better job of doing it. Thank you all for joining me on this one. We'll see you in the next.